and today I'm here to review the new book Far from Agrabah. This is a tie-in book that's being made for the new Aladdin live-action movie, similar to last year with the Beauty and the Beast Lost in the Book tie-in. So it takes place like that one, if you read that one, kind of like in the movie. I don't remember what the word is called for when it's not like a prequel, it's not a sequel. There's a word for when it's like in the middle, I think. But so unlike the Beauty and the Beast one, I obviously haven't seen the Aladdin movie yet because it's not out yet. It's interesting. I don't remember if they had the Beauty and the Beast one come out before the movie, because I feel like this is definitely one I feel like you're gonna want to read it after you see the movie, but it's coming out literally, is it a month and a half before the movie actually comes out. I just feel like you can definitely still read it and it all still makes sense. You know, it's a very contained storyline within itself outside of the movie, but I feel like probably reading it after you've seen the movie would also help, because just you kind of have a better sense of the scenes at the beginning, like where exactly that's being set up, because it takes place at the start of, I think it's something called Harvest Festival, and that's something that's definitely going to be in the movie. I feel like we've already seen scenes from it when Jasmine, she's already met Aladdin so far. She met Prince Ali and he's like trying to woo her and dine her and stuff like that and trying to impress her. And I feel like those are scenes we're going to see in the movie. But I feel like those are scenes we're going to see in the movie. So those ones that would have been nice to maybe have a bit more context to them just from seeing the movie is the only thing. So definitely go back and reread it after I've seen the movie. But it still, like I said, makes sense even without seeing it. It's just I feel like it adds to it if you've seen the movie and then can read it. So where it takes place from, though, is off of this Harvest Festival. Aladdin is still trying to impress Jasmine as Prince Ali and prove to her that he is a prince. He's really trying to impress her in ways that he thinks are impressive. You know, the extravagance, the dancing, the being the center of attention, being audaciously rich, like stuff like that, that we know isn't what's impressing Jasmine, but he thinks is, because, you know, she's been told she can only marry like a prince or very rich prince, so that's what he thinks. So in the course of this, what he decides to do is take her on a magic carpet ride, as we see in the movie. So again, it's kind of confusing. It's like, is this the first magic carpet ride? Is this like before the magic carpet ride in the movie? Like, I don't know. But he takes her on a magic carpet ride to all these places that she's want to see, because, you know, Jasmine, her whole thing is she wants to see the world. She's very smart and she's very interested in politics and in being like an ambassador and a leader, and her father has kept her very caged in literally the palace to keep her protected from everything that he sees as threats. So she really wants to go out and explore the world, and Aladdin gives her the opportunity to do that on the magic carpet in one night, because, you know, time is different, so like they can go all over the world and they're only really gone for one night. So she requests that he take her to his city where he is supposedly from. The problem with that is it's not a real place, obviously, so Aladdin enlists Genie to make this make-believe complete town full of people and just ridiculously wealthy, just shows like how rich he is. Like, take like Jasmine's palace and make it look like a Walmart, like just completely outdo everything. So that's where the novel takes place, is them going to this make-believe land and Aladdin getting to be the ruler and Jasmine getting to kind of see this other side of Prince Ali that's like fake but like real at the same time, and that's when, you know, she starts to fall for him, and then that'll be caught up in the movie. So there's a lot that takes place once they get there that I don't want to talk about because, you know, it's spoilerific, but basically it's where all their dreams, it's the perfect world. Genie created it. So, you know, Jasmine gets to be free there. She gets to not worry about where her father is or the guards are or things like that. Like, Aladdin really trusts her and values her opinion and wants her to go out and see all these places and lead with him here. He also really enjoys and likes being a leader and being respected where he is and being able to solve these problems, even if they're like fictional for people, you know, lead these fictional people. He likes the feeling of it. So it kind of, the whole dilemma of the book is like kind of debating, do they want to stay there and be this awesome people that they get to be, even though it's not real life? At least Aladdin knows it. And without getting spoiled, what ends up happening is that there's more darkness to this make-believe world than you would think there is, and they have to kind of fight to get back home or risk being stuck there forever. So it's a really, really interesting story, and I like that it's a very contained story, like I said, in this like make-believe world. There's a lot that happens that I didn't spoil anything, so don't worry if you're like, she just said everything that happened. There's a lot that happens, and it's very interesting to see this kind of fake world. It's similar, like I said, to Beauty and the Beast, because that was similar in that they got lost in a book and like this whole universe fake world was created there, and then they had to worry about getting stuck there. Similar thing in this one. I think that works very well because it allows it to feel again like it's in this movie, but we just don't see it, you know? So I feel like it works really well as a tie-in for that. And it also was like the first look kind of like we have more so at like Jasmine specifically, because I feel like we haven't seen a lot of her in like the trailers and stuff like that. And even like kind of giving you a hint of how it's going to be compared to like the animated movie, the original. And I feel like Jasmine is just going to be so awesome if she's like what she was in the book, which I'm assuming she's going to be because that's what it's based on. She's very strong. She's very much like her mother, passionate. She wants to lead and wants to be a leader for the people and help them. And she sees that what her dad, how he's leading and how he always just relying on Jafar's opinion and what Jafar wants is not the right thing to do, but she isn't granted that her voice is stifled in where she is, and to be who she wants to be and truly lead, like she has to figure out a way to show her father and tell her father that she wants to lead. She wants to go out. She doesn't want to be kept in a golden cage, and that's a big thing that I think is going to be her storyline in the movie, is she is just so caged and so protected. She's not allowed to go anywhere by herself. And even her relationship with Aladdin, it's touched on a little bit in this book, and there's something that happens towards the end that I'm interested to see how it fits in with the movie, because it's something that happens that you feel like should happen in the movie. So the fact that it happens in the book, like I'm kind of like, wait, how is this necessarily gonna fit in? So we'll see about that, but overall I just really enjoyed it. I think Aladdin, it fluctuates between Aladdin and Jasmine's point of view, and like I said, I really love seeing Jasmine. I think she's such a strong character, and I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like she's not normally in the Disney universe as popular as like Belle, Cinderella, like all of the like core princesses I feel like we think of. And Jasmine's really badass and really strong on her own. You know, she has that whole line about like, I'm not a prize to be won. Like they're all fighting over her, Jafar, Aladdin, and her dad kind of saying like, this is what she's gonna do, this is what she's gonna do. And she stands up for herself and is like, I can decide what I want to do on my own. Like I don't need any of you guys. And that's really her and Aladdin's relationship in this. I say Aladdin, but she sees him as Prince Ali, so just know that in this book, like she sees him as Prince Ali. But that's their relationship because he sees her as an equal, you know, and he even like compliments her repeatedly on like how smart. He defers to her wisdom a lot and asks for her advice on things that he's unsure of, and it really makes her feel important, but in a way that she knows that she deserves this, you know what I mean? Like it's not like she's like, oh, he's so special because he actually asked for my opinion. She's kind of like, this is how it should be. So like she respects him for that, you know, but it's not like he's like her savior or anything like that, which I really like. And then Aladdin is really interesting too, because you just kind of get to see how like obviously he really likes Jasmine, and it's just nice to see the kind of contrast in him figuring out like what he thinks will impress her and then realizing like what truly is going to impress her and what he truly loves about her and what it means to be a person worthy of Jasmine. Like it's not necessarily you're a prince and you're rich, it's more than that. It's deeper stuff. So I really like this story. I think it's so cute, and it's a nice, like I said, kind of addition to the movie if you want to read it before the movie. It comes out next Tuesday, April 2nd, so there's definitely time before the movie. Like I said, if you want to read it before the movie, then after you see the movie, I think it's a great quick read. I read it in like one day, and it's just really cool. Like all the descriptions of the land and everything, even though it's make-believe, like Genie does such a good job making it, and the author does such a good job describing it all. So I really enjoyed this book. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, and if you have read it or are planning on reading it or are seeing the new Aladdin live-action movie, which at least with this book you didn't have to see the genie, so that's one thing we can all count on. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!